Today I'll show you a business idea that you can start with today and make money from the comfort of your home itself. Hi everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma and this is going to be an in-depth walkthrough about how you can execute this business idea without learning any particular skill. I will show you what to do, how to do. All you have to do is to watch till the very end. The first step is to understand this business idea. I'm talking about businesses in your locality. So if you look at Google Maps, just open Google Maps and you will see that there are businesses around your location, around your house. There are hair salons, there are pet food stores, there are kirana market, there are so many other businesses, there are dental clinics, there are other hospitals, there are other stores and shops which are available around you. If you will go and talk to them, you will realize that most of them have very crappy websites. Most of them have a very poor digital branding, and that is where you come in the picture. You, as a contractor, would be helping them build a website and build a digital storefront for them. And you can do that without learning how to code. I'll just show you how to use Framer to build websites for companies and shops around you. The best thing is Framer is an amazing design tool with which you can build websites without knowing how to code. It makes website building very fun and simple. I'll just show you how it works. Most importantly, you have to identify who is the right person for your business. And you will have to go on Google Maps and search for the companies who are getting the most visitors, but they don't have a digital storefront. Look at their website. Do they even have a website? If they don't have a website, go to them and ask them, why do you not have a website? And they'll almost always be saying that they've just not found someone who can build it for them. That's what happens. Or even if they have a website, it's mostly going to be very crappy, would not really work, would not drive results for that particular business. And that is where you come into the picture. Now, I'll show you how it works. So let's say that you find a pet store. Let's imagine there is a pet shop in your locality which has a lot of visitors and customers every single day, but they don't have a good online presence. So what you will do is you will go to them and say that, hey, I've just built a website for you for completely free and I want to show it to you how it looks. Yes, I want you to do the hard work before and then show them what you've built for them. And when they see that you've putting in the effort, they would want to work with you ahead. But how do you build a website? That is where we enter the second phase of this business idea. And for that, we will have a look at Framer. So as you can see, Framer is an amazing tool which you can use to build websites for businesses or even your own portfolio website. There is no limit to what you can build with this amazing tool. Let me show you how it works. So for example, let's say that you are on framer.com. You have to simply log in. I'll make my account right here. Continue with Google. I'll enter my email. Continue. And now I will have my own Framer account. It's a new account. I want to show you from scratch how to use it. So I'll enter my name, agree to the terms of service, and let's click on finish. Now what you see in front of you is an empty website. It's an untitled website which you will be designing from scratch. And I'll tell you how it works. It's not very complicated. If you're thinking that it'll take you a lot of time, it is not the case. What you can do is you can either start using this from scratch, or you can use the tons of templates that Framer has on their website itself. You can go to the dashboard, and once you are there, you can basically click on starting a new project, right? So you can just click on new project. Now you have a couple of options over here, right? Either you can go here and try a template with which you can start building a website with the available template that you have, or you can start from Figma. So if you have a Figma design, you can basically use that and bring it over here to create your website, or you can import your site itself, or you can get the desktop app. So Framer also has an app that you can download and you can start using that. I'll just go and show you a simple example. So we will go and click on try a template. As you can see, Framer has a ton of templates that you can start with, and you won't even have to build a website from scratch. Depending on what type of business they have, you can select that template which works best for them, right? So as you can see all featured templates. Some of them are paid while some of them are also free. So you can go over here, feature categories, see all the categories, and you can start using it. For example, if they have an e-commerce platform, you can use this particular template. If they have an agency, if they are an AI company, if they are a membership website, if they are personal portfolio, if you want to build a landing page, whatever you want to build, you can build it over here, right? They also have free resources that you can get access to, and you can start using these. Now, what you can do is you can also build things from scratch with the help of Framer. And I will just show you an example of what that would look like. For example, we have this first page, which is the home page, which will be the main website that you will build. Right now, you have a lot of options available over here. I'll just go and show you a couple of them. For example, if you go to insert, you can add pages, you can add sections to your website. You can also add navigation to your website, or you can also add little menus, right? So depending on what you want to add, you can do it very simply. What you have to first of all do is think of a website that you want to build, take a page and start writing down what you want the website to look like. So you're basically building a very rough diagram of what that website should be about. It should have a, first of all, nav bar, should then have a basic first picture and a main headline text, and then it would have some more sections. So that is what, if you've created, you can start going around and putting a simple navigation bar, for example, over here. So I've just clicked on this, and now as you can see, I have a very simple navigation bar available to me right now. Now I can go onto my desktop. I can go on layers. This is my desktop, and I have the navigation bar over here. So look, everything on Framer works on the basis of layers, right? So first of all, I had the desktop. I can go here, I can change its color, and I can make it pitch black if that's what I want to do, or I can also keep it maybe in the gray zone. So I can change the color. I can also format other things like the effects. I can change how the cursor would look. I can have a custom cursor. I can add padding. I can add some gap. I can add some wrapping. I can distribute the content from start to center to end. However I want to edit, I can make all the changes right here. I can also build stacks. So again, the layout of the content will happen in the form of stacks. Stacks could basically be either horizontally laid out. It could also be vertically laid out, right? So I'll give you an example of what that looks like. For example, let's say this is what our site is at the moment, right? You can actually edit this navigation as well. You can basically double click onto it, and that will get you to this new window. Now on this window, you can edit parts of this navigation. So again, all of this works on the concept of components, right? So everything on the website is a component. Even this navigation bar is a component. Now I can enter into this component and I can make changes to it. For example, let's say they have a different logo. Now I can get rid of this logo completely and I can enter a completely new logo right here. I can change the logo. I can change the font. I can change the way everything is laid out. I can change the colors. I can make any changes that I want to. Again, it all comes down to layers. So as you can see, we have the layers in which we have the desktop, then we have top, then we have the links, which is basically all of these links. Then we have the logo, right? So I can change this logo. I can also create it into a component, and then I can get inside it and I can make changes inside that component. So it is all very simple, customizable. You don't have to learn to code yourself, and you can publish this website very easily, right? So this is what my links look like. I can go into any of these particular links and I can change this text. I can make it whatever I want it to be. So I can add about, and I can also change this text. So I can go over here to the font and I can change it to, let's say, for example, I can change it to something like Poppins. Right? And now this has a Poppins font, and I can apply this to all the fonts that I have over here as well, right? So that's essentially how this works. You can make whatever changes that you might want to. You can also shuffle things around as I just showed you, and that is going to be very simple. Now this is one component. You can go back to the home, and after that you can keep adding more sections, right? So for example, let's say you want to add this section over here. So this is what it looks like right now. Again, you can make all the changes to it. You can click on any of these and you can add effects. You can add overlays. For example, I wanted to have an appear effect, right? And I want it to be on appear. I want it to fade in or scale in bottom, for example. And I can also make changes to this particular effect. So let's say that I want it to have any rotation. I want it to scale when it is appearing. I want it to have some different opacity. I want the transition to be something different. I can make all the changes right here. And once I'm done with that, then I can just click on play, and this is what it would look like, right? So that's how this works. You can make any change you want to this button as well that you can see for the get started. You can go and adjust its width, its height. You can adjust its layout, and you can make changes to the effects that you want it to have. Again, you can choose any effect that you want, some scroll animation, scroll speed, whatever you want it to have. You can make all the changes. It's completely up to you. The way you want to design, you can make all the changes right here. And once you are done with this, right, like once you've built out this website from scratch, you can also add more components to this, right? If you have, for example, this component, so you can add it right next to this one, right? You can add pictures to this. You can add videos to this as well. Again, you can make the pictures animated. There's a platform called as Supply of Framer, where you can go and get all the animations for particular objects that you have in your own website. You can add it to these, and you can make amazing looking websites all with the help of Framer. So that's how this works. You can keep adding more things that you want over here. You can also again shuffle it. Maybe you want the picture to be here and the text to be there. You can make all the changes as you want to, right? Maybe you want this to be here and you want text to be over there. You can make all the changes as you can see. Once you understand the basics of design for websites and understand how layouts work, how grid, flexbox models work, then you can very easily design websites for people. And again, you can click on any button, make changes to it. You can add other things as well, like menus. You can add collection lists. You can even add elements, like you can just see here. You can add forms, you can add icons, you can even add interactive objects to your own website. You can add social media profiles. For example, I can simply add a Twitter over here. I can bring it in to my website wherever I want to place it. And as you can see, it automatically adjusts everything. Also, everything that you design on Framer will be responsive. So if they are opening this site on mobile, or if they're opening it on desktop, it will automatically adjust its content because you're building it with Framer. So you don't have to make adjustments to every screen size and format that you are using. So that's how this works. You can keep adding more elements. You can also add frames if you want to. For example, let's just say that I want to have a frame over here. So I can add this, and in this frame, I can add any text, I can add any images, I can add whatever I want to add over here. And one thing you'll notice is even if I'm trying to change its location, it's coming back to its center point. Why? Because the alignment of it is done in such a way that it will be at the center of this box right here, of this image box that you can see over here, right? So it is underneath this. This frame is underneath this image, and that is how it basically works. So you have this 2 columns text image. This is the segment that you have over here. This is the section that you have over here. Again, you can make all the changes that you want to. You can keep adding sections as well, depending on what you want to have. So that's essentially how it works. It has tons of things that you can add to it. You can add pricing. You can add forms if you want to do that, right? You can have an input form over here. And the list just goes on and on, right? You can add it over here and your website would be ready. Now, once you've built the website, right? Once you've had all the additions to it, you can even add a CMS, right? So then it would be more interactive. You can also add actions to it. You can add another web page. You can add an about section. You can add a contact us. You can add other product links. And that is how this is going to work. Another helpful feature is the generate page option. Now on Framer, you can use Framer AI and you can create a very amazing looking website with the help of a simple prompt. For example, I'll just write okay, I have just given a very simple prompt and I will just click on start. So this will now create with AI a very simple web page. As you can see, it's automatically making changes because we are using AI. You don't even have to do anything yourself. How cool is that, right? So as you can see, it has automatically added a name. It has added the text, the font, different sections to it. and now it is good to go. So as you can see, this is how it looks, and you can make more changes to it if you want to, right? As you can see, it has get directions, our location, pet food, accessories. You click on pet food and you can view other things as well. Now again, you can add more pages to it with the help of AI, and you can generate it very easily. One thing that you will notice is you can also click on individual sections and you can press this button, this AI button that you can see right here. What this does is it automatically shuffles and shows you different versions of this text, and you can pick the one which suits the most to you. You can also change the theme. You can keep shuffling the theme, as you can see, and you can get new themes which you want to keep, right? So that's how this works. Again, the better your input would be for the prompt, the better would be the output. So that is essentially how Framer works. Again, you can either use a template, you can use Framer AI, or you can design everything from scratch if you know some basics of website design, right? So that's very simple. You can check out Framer's YouTube channel to learn more in depth about how Framer works. But this is a very, very powerful tool which I have personally used to build websites as well in just a couple of hours. So that's how it works. You can also check out Framer's docs. They'll have a lot of information for you to learn and build sites from scratch. So that's how this works. Once you are done with everything, you can go and click on publish. You can also collaborate with people. So you can invite other people to check out your web page and make changes to it, right? So I can add email of anyone, and they will then have access to edit this page itself. So if you're working in companies, this can be very handy. You can change the default language. You can look at some settings of the pages. You can also look at the live preview of what it would basically look like, right? So this is how it basically works. You can click on publish. You can either add a custom domain of them that they have, or you can simply just click on update. And that would basically create a simple website for you. You can click on this website and you can open it like this, right? So as you can see, they have their links, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Into the wild, you can change this text as well, right? So if we go back, if you want to change this text, you can again click on Framer AI and it would rewrite everything, right? And you can always shuffle this content just like this. Happy pets served daily. You can change this. Joyful animals catered every day, and it creates text in context of what this section is going to talk about. So that is about Framer AI. Get started with Framer with the link in the description. It's an amazing tool. Learn more about it, and that will help you create amazing designs from scratch. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. You can also check out the pinned comment for a lot of other resources that will help you become a better Framer designer. And out there are a ton of companies which need you to build websites for them, to build a digital storefront for them. So you have to get started today. Lots of opportunities out there. Go. You can charge basis on every site that you build for someone. If they accept that, okay, I want this site and you can now host it on my own domain, you can just charge a small fee like 10,000 rupees. And that can be your first money that you make from every site that you create for people, for businesses around your locality. Again, you don't have to pitch someone outside of your city, outside of your country. You can very easily make money by pitching website design to companies in your own locality, right? And that is going to help you get started in your journey of freelancing and making some money. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out Framer with a link in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.